What's poppin', kiddies? It's your favorite tomboy Barbie, CoCo Louie, and thank you for tuning into the Louie Chronicles. And today I have the pleasure of having the Eddie Vanz with me.
What it do? What
How
it be
are
like?
you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good, man.
You guys don't understand, it's been a
complain.
minute since I've seen you last.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot since I've seen you last.
I did what I said I was going to
You
do
did.
at this point.
You really
sure.
did. Okay,
For
you gotta
sure.
speak them things. So before we get into the interview, everybody that comes up here, they know I love to play some games.
All right.
So we're gonna play a game, and then we're gonna get straight into the meat and potatoes. Okay.
Let's get it.
All right. So the first game that we're gonna play is called This or That.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you an option, or these two options, and you tell me
Which
which
one?
one.
This or that. Okay. Got you.
Football, basketball.
Basketball.
Who's your team?
If we talk about watching, I'd rather watch football though. But if we talk about playing basketball all day,
Why?
because football is just a little bit more entertaining. Niggas get fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
See, I really try to. I don't watch football. I hate football. I think if I go to a live game,
Mm-hmm.
I can stomach it. But watching it on TV, I'm the girl that's like, y'all want more wings? You need some more drink? I got you. Okay.
No, football. I don't know. It's a little bit more. It's a little bit more exciting for me. Like for me, I mean, basketball. I love playing basketball way more than football. But I just love. Yeah, I love watching football. I love watching football. I feel like it gets a little bit more intense because you got your your moments where things get hectic. You got your the anticipating moments. It's like
basketball.
It's not as much though because it's more fast paced.
And then when somebody get an injury, oh shoot, it's come back. Man, come on, we just started this season. That's me. I come to a little boy when basketball come on. They're like, no, nigga, no. Sorry, guys. But I love basketball. Football, candid.
Okay.
Okay, oatmeal or grits?
I'm gonna go oatmeal.
How do you make your oatmeal?
I like my oatmeal with a bunch of sugar in it.
And what else?
Butter.
And what else?
I mean, what else I don't be putting fruit and stuff in my
No.
oatmeal.
So how do you prepare your oatmeal? I just want to see where your head at.
I don't make my own oatmeal. I never really made my own oatmeal though. I ain't gonna hold you. When I cook breakfast, when I decided to cook breakfast, I never made oatmeal.
Okay,
When somebody make it, and then I put my own amount of sugar that I want in there.
Okay.
Might put a little bit of cinnamon, or sometimes I put syrup in there. I just like it sweet. It need to be sweet.
Okay, I never did the syrup, but I had somebody on here before, and I asked him. I think it was like either oatmeal or cream of wheat or something like that.
Cream of wheat, I take over both of them for real.
Ew.
I take cream of wheat over oatmeal and grits.
Nasty.
You tripping?
No, it's too
tripping.
soupy.
And if I'm doing grits, I'm making my grits taste like cream of wheat.
That's okay. First of all, if you put sugar in your grits, you can't be trusted.
What?
No, you don't put sugar in grits. Now I did that when I was little, but as an adult, I like salt, butter, and pepper.
Tripping.
No.
I drown my grits in sugar, especially when I go to Waffle House.
No. When I eat my oatmeal, I like butter and sugar, and I put milk. But the guy, he was saying that he doesn't do anything.
And I have milk though. You gotta use milk.
You gotta
use milk. I agree with that for sure.
It's the real cream. Everything is better with the milk, okay?
No, you gotta use the milk. Even if it's cooked in water.
No, seriously. Some milk in there.
Yeah. We used to do that like when niggas was like real hungry, and as soon as the cream of wheat or the grits or something was done, and if it's too hot, you just put a little bit of that cold milk in there, stir it up, cool it down a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
You lost me at cream of wheat though, but
I grew up on that cream of wheat.
Scary movies or action movies?
Action.
Okay.
Action all day.
Okay. Now, do you like scary movies?
I can do that for sure.
Okay,
but also these days, movies don't be that scary. It'd be a lot of predictable shit. I love a movie with a good suspense plot.
Okay.
Whether it's scary, whether it's action, thriller, drama, whatever category it is, as long as that suspense is real, that's my favorite.
Okay. Okay. Netflix and chill, or an active day like a Dave & Buster's or go-karting or something like that.
That's a hard one. I'm gonna go.
Both is a guaranteed good time with the right person.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. If we talking about what I do for the most part, I think I'm gonna go with Netflix and chill.
Okay.
Cause I am a movie head. I love movies, and it's intimate. Okay. It's way more intimate than an active. You know what I'm saying? Than an active date. At the end of the day, you're gonna have fun on the date, but I like cuddling. You know what I'm saying?
Now, okay. So are you really Netflixing it up, or you more on the chilling side of the Netflix and chill?
Both. No, I'm really watching that movie, and I'm really really intimate.
Because sometimes you put on a movie, it depending.
Oh yeah, it depends on. It also depends on the mood. It depends.
That's
on
what I'm saying.
Some days I'm really.
A good movie.
No, sometimes I'm really watching the movie, and sometimes it's like we can pause this motherfucker. We get back to it, but we can pause.
Oh, so you actually will pause it? Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I got to see the movie. I got to. Look, I told you I'm a movie. Yeah, I got to see the movie.
I would just pick like a dumb movie just to kill the time. Background. Because if it's a good movie, I don't want to be touched. Like, please don't distract me. I'm trying to get into this. I'm trying to see what everybody hyping it to be like, and you just messing me up. You can wait an hour and 30. Just give me a second. Hold on, real quick. So okay, cool. You gonna pause it? That's I like for sure. that. That's smart. Okay. R&B or hip hop?
Wee. I would say. When I do listen to music today, I listen to more hip hop. But growing up, it was always R&B over hip hop. So I'm still gonna go with R&B. We don't have too much R&B right now, though. But I'm gonna go with R&B though. I'm gonna go with R&B.
You gonna try to save the day?
Huh?
You gonna save the day, the R&B day?
Ooh, they get that auto tune right.
That's what I said. They
get the auto tune right. I can help it. I can help save.
All you gotta do is hold a note.
Yeah, for sure.
They do the rest. Okay. Last one: a vacation or a gamecation?
I'm gonna go vacation, and I'm gonna go with vacation because I haven't been on too many.
Oh, that's.
You gotta think about it, like, you know what I'm saying. When you doing music and anything, you do a lot of touring. Mm-hmm. When you do touring, that's gamecation. Like, you know what I'm saying. That's it. That's what it is. So it's like, yeah, I would rather, but I would, you know what I'm saying. I would rather go on a nice. I would rather tour the world with Bae than gang anyway.
That's so cute. Shout out to the Bae. Y'all don't see her, but she's here. Shout out to her. Vacation coming soon. Okay, I did that for you. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into this interview.
Let's get it.
Okay, so like I said, we've met before, we've interviewed before. So, what is one thing that people would be surprised to know about Eddie Vanz?
Would be surprised to know. I don't really know what they would be surprised to know. Maybe you don't know that I've been rapping since I was in 2nd grade. Maybe they don't know that. Or what else would they be surprised to know?
Or fun fact.
Fun fact. Eddie Vanz sleeps with his socks on. I have to sleep with my socks on. I don't like my feet out like that.
Okay. That's cool.
She hate it, but like nah, I gotta have them joints covered, man. You know, my feet get cold too quick.
I'm the same way. I like to sleep with socks on, but I'm weird because, like, in the middle of the night, if I get too hot, then I can feel myself kicking them off. Yeah. But they can't be like the long socks. It has to be like the footies.
Oh no, I gotta have long socks.
Because like I said, I gotta kick them off.
Because the footies come off.
No.
The footies come off.
Are you a wild sleeper? Because then they should just stay.
Nah, I move around. I toss and turn.
It's okay. That's alright. Okay, so what would you say is one misconception that people have about artists pursuing music, up and coming artists pursuing music?
One misconception is hard work. I don't think enough people realize how much work goes into what most artists, like, you know what I'm saying, true artists do. You got some people going. I ain't even gonna talk about that. Anyways, like it's a lot to go into this, like especially when you just getting it out the mud by yourself, no management, no, you know what I'm saying, no true person behind you to help you with marketing, even putting your music up for distribution by yourself, like that shit is not easy at all. So I would just say just the groundwork that comes with being a true artist. People don't. I don't think they get it. Okay. If you don't do it, you wouldn't even understand.
So would you say that with how everything is now with social media, that it's kind of, would you say it's easier or somewhat the same or a little harder than it was before, like back in the day when all people really had was like their demos and going to A&Rs and trying to pitch themselves?
Definitely easier to promote yourself.
Okay.
Way easier to promote yourself. Still makes it harder for a lot of people to get on because of social media and music. Everything is oversaturated. Everything's oversaturated at this point. Everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be everything at this point. And it's not a bad. I'm not knocking anybody that wants to, do what they. But some people was born to do it, and some people just at this point because they see everybody doing it, you can do it, and because you have social media and it's easier to put yourself out there, everything's oversaturated. Okay. So that makes it harder for true artists, I believe.
Okay. So how important do you feel, not just artists from, this area, but up and coming artists, period, to support one another?
I think it should always be love. Mm-hmm. That's just me as a person, like when it comes to making music, when it comes to creating, when it comes to just being an everyday human being, like I think we should all spread love. And if you see somebody that's really out here working, and I mean I feel like even if you don't like what they do, you know what I'm saying, if you see that they really working hard for it and that's what they really, that's really what they want for themselves, then by all means help. By all means. So but I mean, if it's like musically, I can see if they don't know you, of course, but if they're in your circle and they trying to get it out, help them in some way, even if it's not promoting, even if it's just giving them advice and telling them how to, how to teach, helping them get better, helping them, know what really goes into being an artist or whatever. Yeah, help in some way. Okay. Help in some way.
Now, I like that you're touching on that. I, of course, have my own opinions, and I'm sure other people have their opinions when it comes to this. But why do you think it's, for this area, period, why it's so hard for artists to really get put on, or why is it a big deal for other artists to support one another? Where it's, like, to me, I feel like with this area alone, I can't speak on other areas, I'm not from there, but I think that a lot of artists here have like that whole crab in a barrel mentality, and they don't really want to help. It's like, no, like I gotta get it first. Like, why do you think that is, or why do you think it's hard for everybody to kind of just come
together?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. That's a hard question to know, to think about why we can't come together. I mean, that's kind of like asking why blacks and whites can't come together at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you see Atlanta doing it. You see a lot of these markets, they're actually doing it. But to ask why this area or the DMV isn't doing it much, it's kind of hard. Because I couldn't tell you, to be completely honest. Like, maybe it's just ego. Maybe the DMV, maybe we just got big egos, or this area is just full of too many egos. I mean, because at the end of the day, I guess another reason would probably be because of the industry not giving a lot of artists from this area a chance, like other areas. Like, of course, Atlanta. Of course, a lot of people gonna work together because it's a market and everybody's winning out of there. You know what I'm saying? You can move from here and go to Atlanta and probably get on quicker in Atlanta than you do here in general. So Atlanta having that market, yeah, of course people gonna embrace people more in the market. then I feel like DMV just need to build a bigger market, and but I do feel like it's getting there though.
Okay.
It's a lot of other names. It's a lot more names coming out of the DMV, so I feel like it's a process, but it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. The egos is slowly gonna fade away. The more talent really comes up out here, and you know what I'm saying, bring the DMV to life, the more we'll all show more love to each
other. Okay. Now, you mentioned that you started rapping in 2nd grade. So how did you know that you wanted to do music? Or at that time, was it just like, oh, like, I can do this together?
6th grade, yep. Okay. 6th grade, no, actually, 5th grade, my dad came home, and I finally met Chaz for real.
Okay.
And, you know, once I seen that he rapped and I was rapping, I was like, this can't be, you know what I'm saying, just a coincidence. Like, we gotta be meant for this. How am I meeting my brother for the first time? I'm 9, he's 10, and we both rap. Right. Like, what are the odds? And, you know, since then, it's just like, you know what, this is really what I want to do. This is truly what I want to do.
Okay.
I have hoop dreams too, but rapping was always the thing.
Okay. Can you really ball though? Is ball life?
It was.
Okay.
It used to be. I don't hoop like I used to, but I still shoot the fuck out of basketball though. Like, I ain't really for running up and down the court too much. Right now, I gotta get back in shape for all that, but
it's okay.
We shoot around. I buzz your ass. Some horse, some around the world. Get at me, niggas. Yeah, I still got it, cuz. I still got, Eddie Vanz with the shot.
Okay.
Eddie
So, you were in school at one point in time. So, did you have a scholarship for basketball?
No.
Okay. What was your scholarship for?
It was academic.
Oh, okay.
Academic. Yeah, I was a low-key nerd.
It's okay. No, seriously.
I mean, I didn't mind it, you know what I'm saying? But you know how kids is in school. You know, I was literally that guy in school that hung out with the badasses. The motherfuckers, the teachers be like, don't talk to them because you gonna graduate. I don't know if they gonna graduate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the one that I hung out with them. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a lot of my friends' moms, like when they saw that I got, you know what I'm saying, when I graduated, at graduation, they seen that I had got a full ride to JMU. They was like, what? How he get it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, what if I can't been helping my son? So yeah, I was like I said, I was that kid that hung out with those kids, but you know, I don't even know if they knew that's what was going on. I mean, some of them did, because I actually came from a college preparatory school.
Okay.
So my first 2 years of high school, I went to a college preparatory school that you got to get accepted into. But by the time I graduated, because I wound up moving to Texas after 10th grade, and I only stayed there for like 6 months. So I went to 2 schools within 3 months out there. But that didn't work out. So I came back to Richmond. And they don't let you back into that school once you leave. So I had to go to my own school, which was, you know, a little ratchet, but
it's okay.
You know, shout out John Marshall High School. Yeah. And shout out Community High School. I love both my high schools, man. Shout out Bowie. Shout out Bowie High School in Texas and South Grand Prairie. I loved all my high schools. I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like all of them did something for me. And I was only in one of them for like a month, but it was a month or 2, but it did a lot for me. What's your school?
Oh, shout out to Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Greenville. Hey, y'all. Hey.
So did you go to school with Chaz?
You went to Rose?
Yeah, Chaz went to Rose. How long you went to Rose all 4 years?
From 04 to 08.
You might have went to school with him then.
Maybe, possibly.
I think Chaz might have came into Rose in 06.
Possibly,
so, yeah.
maybe like in passing.
Yeah.
And see, I was like, I was into a lot of stuff. I had to dance. I was on the step team. Then I was doing stuff outside of school. And then I was working. So it's like, I barely was at anything at school if it wasn't like practice related or performance related. Like, gotta go. But I always say when I'm talking to like other people, like friends or whatever, or other artists, whenever whoever you deem is successful, whenever they're telling a success story, they're always saying that you either find the person that either got fired from their job, quit their job, something traumatic happens to them, like, or they hit rock bottom before like things really take off. So for you, not saying it was rock bottom, but you left school and you said you had a full ride.
Yep.
So at what point did you know, like, because that's, first of all, school ain't cheap. And the fact that you got a full ride and
that I always said that I wish I could give to somebody that needed it. I wish I could have.
If you, what, at what point did you know, like, what was it telling you, like, all right, like, no, like, no, I know this is what I have to do. This is my calling, and I'm going to do it no matter what nobody's saying. If you don't get it, that's fine, but this is it for me. Like, music is it.
It was probably my senior year.
Okay.
My senior year in high school. I knew it. Like, to be completely honest, I was over school. I only finished school with good grades and a nice GPA because it's like, once you're doing it your whole life, thinking that, you know what I'm saying, oh, I gotta do this. I told grandma I'm going to college. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it comes, I'm not gonna say easy, but like I said, I'm not a dummy. I can do the work. So it's like, once you know you can do the work, why not do the work? So once I got to high school, it got to the point where it was like, man, I really hate school like this. I don't like it, but I'm not gonna slack off and, you know what I'm saying, fuck my grades up. I've been a scholar roll, honor roll student my whole life, so I'm gonna continue that.
Right.
And it got to the point where I was like, school not for me. All I really want to do is rap. It even showed in basketball. Like when I played my first 2 years, and then Chaz's stepdad at the time told me, he made me play when I moved to Texas because he already knew I played. So he made me play. And then by my senior year, because of what I did my freshman and sophomore year, the coaches at the school that I went to was like, okay, now we still, you know what I'm saying, they just let me play. They was like, they just put me straight back on the team because they thought that I could, you know what I'm saying, be a great asset to the team. But at that time, it was just music for me, for real. And I only finished it out the same way I was finishing out school. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want to see this. They know, fuck it. I didn't even really have to try out at that point. So it was like, I'm gonna just play. I'm gonna just play. But at that moment, I knew music was what I wanted to do. And the only reason I went to JMU because it's like, you got a full ride to college. Why not at least see what it's like?
Right.
But I already knew that music was what I wanted to do.
Okay. So you went through a little rough patch, you know, at some point. So as an artist, how important do you feel the awareness of mental health is?
Oh, very, very, very. It's crazy because it's a heavy topic now. It's a heavy topic now, but before it became a heavy topic, I never even thought about it. I never even realized that I was messing up my own mental, doing the drinking, the coke, you know what I'm saying, doing any type of vice, or, you know what I mean, any type of drug or whatever you do to cope. I didn't even notice that was part of my mental health. Like, didn't know that, you know what I'm saying, you don't even know when you're depressed sometimes. If you're not aware of what mental health is. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't even want to admit that they have mental health issues. Right. But now that, you know what I'm saying, now that it's come to the light, I believe that's a beautiful thing because we need to get intact. We need to know what's up with you know what I'm saying, with yourself mentally, because it can get real out here. I know too many people bipolar, schizophrenic. You know, and I done seen bad things happen from it, and it's just not cool. It's just not cool. But mental health, I think everybody needs to know where they stand mentally. Like, you need to know. Okay, so you recently dropped your album, I Choose Me. Yes, ma'am. Fitting, cute segue. So, what does this album mean to you? It kind of piggybacks off what we were just talking about. Like, all of the things that I went through growing up, every trial and tribulation that I had to endure to become the person that I am today, you know, help shape who I am. But it gets, you know what I'm saying, and it got to a point where I couldn't let my past problems and struggles, or I can't let outside influence tell me who I am. At the end of the day, I gotta love me through it all. So I got to the point where, you know what I'm saying, I had to choose myself over everything. Like over everything and everybody. Because if you don't love self like you're supposed to, then you can't love nobody.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You gotta choose yourself. You gotta choose yourself.
Okay.
Like I said, don't let your past struggles make you. Don't let, you know what I'm saying, don't let it make you or break you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, dig deep. Just remember who you are in general.
Dropping gems, y'all. You better pick this up. This is for the free. This one's for me. Okay. Okay. So, what is your favorite song off the entire project?
I don't really have a favorite, but
okay,
if I had to choose a song from every style on the project, you know, I would say, if we're talking about my lifestyle. Like, I mean, not even just my lifestyle, it's my life story in general. I think my favorite song might be Selfish Therapy. Mind you, I did Selfish Therapy probably somewhere between 5 and 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I still put it on the project because it was that deep to me. Like, everything we even talked about, from me dropping out of college to a whole bunch of other things, like, it's mostly that. It mostly touches on that and where I was at the time. But Selfish Therapy is probably my favorite when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to, you know, my ratchet side, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta get a little ratchet. YRNK, you really never know what it stands for. I think that's my favorite because that's like my favorite song to perform with. Okay. Like, it turns up. Like, that's the song that I perform that let the whole crowd know we about to jump and fuck around in this jump. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If you bought some motherfucking flip-flops in here, take them off. You got some heels on, take them off, because we about to jump around this motherfucker. Okay. But nah, I also love Mirrors, though. Mirrors is that's somewhat my mental health song, as far as, like, because it's talking about your reflection, like, learn through your mistakes, and, you know what I'm saying, every day that you look in the mirror, aim to know exactly who you are, aim to be a better person than you was yesterday. So yeah, it's facing yourself, even though I feel like that's my music, you know. I feel like I make Face the Mirror music, but Mirrors is that song too. It's another one of my favorites. So,
last question before we wrap this up. What else can we expect for the rest of 2019? You know, we're getting ready to come to a close of Hot Girl, Hot Boy Summer. You know.
Thank God. Thank God.
What can we expect from Eddie Vanz for that fall season?
Visuals, more content.
Okay.
I'm still working, even though I got more music in the cut. Like, it's not gonna take as long as I choose me to. I promise you. Like, I'm steady working, so yeah. Visuals and just more music, more content in general. Okay. More shows for sure.
Yes.
That's one thing I've been doing a lot of this year.
Okay.
So yeah, make sure y'all come out to the next one.
Yes, of course.
Sure. I'll keep you updated on that.
It's on camera. You have my word.
Yeah, I keep you updated on that. But yeah, that's what you can see from Eddie Vanz. More content, man. More music, visuals, everything.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap this up with my signature. It's called Your Last. I'm gonna just ask you a series of Your Last, and then you just provide an answer. It's not. The first game wasn't that bad.
Let's get it.
Okay.
I got you.
All right. Your last vacation.
My last vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I ain't been on vacation in a minute. My last vacation. I guess when I went on tour with Chaz and Jid at the beginning of this year.
Okay.
I guess they call that a vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sidebar, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened on tour?
Craziest thing that ever happened on tour. No comment. We ain't gonna talk about this.
Okay. All right. No
can't do that today.
Okay. And moving right along.
No.
Moving right along. The last person that you cussed out.
Bae.
Wait a minute. I'm Team Bae. Why did you cuss out?
We both Team Bae. I'm Team Bae too, but you know how relationships go. You know how that shit go.
But did you apologize? Even if you were right, you apologize?
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
That's what we gotta do.
Yay, Team Bae.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Arguments gotta. If I'm gonna argue with you, I think both sides gonna have to apologize anyway, cause I ain't argue with you for nothing.
Okay. All right. The last person you sent a message to, text message to.
Text message. Last person I sent a text message to was Bae.
Okay. Shout out to Bae. Bae got the ideas too. Sidebar. We had some off wax combos. New things are coming. Okay. All right. The last person that you said I love you to.
Chaz.
Okay.
Chaz. I just dropped them off. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
No, that's
love my brother.
That's
I never leave my loved ones. Get off the phone with them or like dropping them off or whatever the case may be. When we exit in, it's always gonna be our luck, and we just dropped Chaz off. So yeah, Chaz.
Okay. Last piece of advice that you gave.
Last piece of advice that I gave. I told someone very close to me. At the end of the day, stop letting everything get to you. Stop letting, you know what I'm saying? Check your attitude. Everything doesn't need a turn up. Everything doesn't need, you know.
I need to do some hours
if it's not, you know, if it's not going, if it doesn't really make or break what you got going on in your life at the end of the day, don't give it that much energy. Just keep it moving.
Coming through shit. God knew. Ooh, God. Okay. Last one. Last random act of kindness you did.
Last act of kindness. Babe was rushing for work yesterday.
Okay.
And the car, we got to park 2 blocks away in an alley.
Okay.
Where we stay at, because we stay in the city of Baltimore. And I saw that she was rushing. And she was like, damn, I got to run to the car. Blase. So while she was still getting dressed, I ran all the way over there and brought the car around.
That's so sweet.
Oh, and actually this morning, I made breakfast.
Oh.
So that's a random act of kindness.
Okay, that's I'm sure Bae delivers with her random acts of kindness.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. I had to make sure we get her out the way. Okay, because you're not going to do that. All right. So, really quick, just let everybody know where they can find all of your music, where they can find you, and all that good stuff.
You can find the music on all platforms. That's Eddie Vanz, I Choose Me. You can find it on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube, wherever you want to listen to it at, man. And I'm about to put it on SoundCloud too, so if you ain't got money, you can still go listen to it for free. But if you want to support, make sure you support me. But at the end of the day, there you go. There it is. My social media is Eddie Vanz, EDDIEVANZ. That's Instagram. If you want my Twitter, it's the same thing, but it's a underscore in between Eddie and Vanz.
Alright, and you guys can follow your favorite tomboy Barbie on Instagram at the CoCo_Louie. That's THECOCO_LOUIE. Twitter and Snap is CoCo_Louie. And make sure you guys follow, subscribe, tell all your friends, your mama and them, and all that good stuff.
For sure. Hey, Shout out CoCo Louie for having me. Thank you so much. And since we was giving Bay all the drops, go follow her at
Go follow Bay.
Green Eye Photography if you want a photo shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Great with the camera.
Better.
There it is.
Back at.
There it is.